Testing, 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 testing. I got a question. Uh, uh, I'm just trying to figure out how can I start this question, man. I'm asking, I'm asking, and I've noticed in the copycat syndrome. Uh, I'm trying to marinate this. I'm trying to understand. Creation, a creative mind. What is the future if you don't have a creative mind? If you don't, you know, if you just keep mimicking somebody else's ideas. And the thing is, the person that created the idea, the whatever they created was a whole lot better than the copy. you know, and I understand 100 years ago, uh, uh, with monopolies, and if you come and create something that that this monopoly just didn't want to deal with, or see that it was better than theirs, that somehow that creation got lost, got buried. uh, but I'm trying to understand. I'm seeing a lot of mimicking, a lot of. I don't see creative. I don't see creative mind. I don't see nobody thinking for themselves. Somebody else's creation, and in other words, write it down. Write it down. Whatever you create, just write it down. You know what I'm saying? You got you and that's how you create. Oh, write it down so I can peep and see it. I just want to see I would want to see what's on your mind. Write it down. Write everything you think. Just write it down. So, even though it's not my idea, I can just take your idea and run with it. And some of them just don't give a damn. Hell, if you doing it, if they see you doing it, they gonna do it anyway. What? How far of a future do this nation have if this is it's just going on? And I'm noticing it. I don't understand. I mean, and this is the thing that in the record business, I was looking at an interview with Charlie Wilson, man, and that generation, man, they were, everybody was writing songs. Everybody was creative. Everybody, you didn't hear no, everybody had their own sound. It wasn't no mimicking. You see what I'm saying? And the thing was, everybody, when they did an album, man, 99.9% of the people that put out an album, the whole album was creative. It wasn't mimic. It wasn't, oh, that sound like somebody else. Everybody had their own. distinctive sound. They created their own distinctive song. It didn't mimic anybody else's. It didn't remind you, but and then when you heard a song, you know who it was from. Prince put out a song. He had that certain sound. You can tell, oh, Prince wrote that. And you just can't keep hearing the guys from my area just, man, I wrote that song. Now you don't see that. What happened? You just don't see that anymore. I mean, even in life, general life, nobody's creating anything. They just mimicking. They see somebody else do, oh man, I'm gonna do that. Now you got social media. Oh boy, it just, ooh. And just like certain people said, when they get famous, they beginning to see them, and you can't make this up. I'm beginning to see me. I'm not lying. Which I have. 3 years ago, I started spotting me. Oh, this me. I'm just me. Why you? I don't understand that. I maybe it's been going on and I haven't noticed until but I see me. I see anything that I'm doing. There you go. Yeah, I see that. To the way you dress, the way you walk, to the way you talk, man, now you start seeing it. But anyway, let me get off that subject and look at it. We got to represent a little bit. We got to represent. We pimping it. We pimping today. We pimping the new sketches. The new sketches, man, they feel comfortable, like a piece of skin on your. I got the, the new sketches. Oh man, they feel good, and that's the way a good walking shoe is supposed to feel. Sketches on their game with this walking thing. Sketches, man. I mean, they feel good. I can tell a good pair of shoes when I can just, I can walk in them all day. I mean, just walk, And certain events, certain shoes you wear, like when you on your feet all day, this is what you want. This. And I have several pair like that. Adidas, man, Adidas got some. You just slip in, boy. Your feet just melt. But yeah, we pimping today. We are pimping these new, they had a sale on them, $21, man. You and me, addicted. Now, if I have an addiction right now, man, it's walkwear, any kind of walkwear, man. I mean walkwear, comfortable, clothing or shoes, comfortable. That's my addiction. Besides smelling my fingers, but it's. I just see a lot of mimicking. How can you advance to the future when you still block at and that's my view on a whole lot of things that's going on now. I don't understand it. I don't. This different world, man. The world, it's changed, man. It keeps turning, but you know, uh, some things I can deal with. Some things I just I just don't give a damn. I mean, but this mimicking, I mean, I guess that's when you what would you realize you are mimicking if you were a low vibrator and you don't think that you are. But I mean, man, man, I can just I can just think of some things and I see it. And that's the God know truth. I can just think of some things that I'm gonna do, and I be damn. That's I don't but I don't understand it. I guess it's one of the gifts God give me. When you're a creator, or manifester, man, you don't follow, but you pay attention to the followers, the sheep. Oh boy, but I'm not saying it's a bad thing. I mean, I just laugh and man, somebody told me just man, you doing something good, you know. If you being mimicked, you starting to see you, man. But anyway, I'm just wondering what kind of world will be created. And I mean, maybe if you go back 100 more, because the best things were invented back 100 years ago, more, you know, and and when you get involved in a capitalist society, everything is about you. You don't want products to last long. You know, you're thinking about your creative thought is how to make this less valuable so people can just make it make it where it's less like the light bulb. I, you know, but and now you finding yourself in not a leading position, but you 15th, 16th position in leading the nation, leading the world, leading in anything. I guess that's what a capitalist society. When you create a less valuable product, make it disposable. Okay. When you make everything disposable in order to keep people on the market, and all you it's simple. Make a more valuable product. Just put some of these valuable people out here to buy the product instead of just holding them back. That's because and the thing. This is the thing. If people are willing to follow these valuable people, these high vibrators, wouldn't it be best to just invest in them? If you're in a capitalist society, instead of holding them back. If they have that much clout, if they have that kind of clout, which I have seen in people, I mean, just because somebody else bought it, and just look at the Jordan brand, the whole world should be trying to shoot for that goal, instead of holding your valuable people back and just putting these test tubes out there, these low vibrators out there, just put your valuable people out there and put them out there to work. And I think you'll be in a hell of a lot of position than, you just trying to create making a low valuable product and just ain't worth a damn. Just like these test tubes. They couldn't, without the help of trying to steal somebody else's idea. I mean, it's a lot of them out there, man. That's why I stay away from them. And they been successful with it, stealing people ideas. The thing is, the thing, they still working. Yeah, they working. Why? The 1%ers ain't out here working, ain't doing all that, man. I wish it, but you're not a high vibrator. You stealing other people's ideas, so you got to work. Why? The brilliant minds, they staying hid, staying in the back. You don't see them. That's how I see it. You don't see the real. They only put out the sheep of the crop. They out here working. You see them every day. You see them all the time. You see them. They are exposable. Not that value. I mean, if you were that value, you wouldn't be out there working. I got to work, man. I got to keep working. I got to work. The real creators got to stay here, because of if you have a high value on your head, wouldn't that make you more acceptable to these criminals trying to, get close to you? But you see the high value people, man, they move out and they wail out in the middle of nowhere. Don't want nobody near them. But it depends on who that high value person is. Some high value people are very dispendable. Society said they ain't worth a damn. And that's bad. Unless we do it, it ain't valuable. But that's the way some people think. Unless we do it, what that American gangster? Oh no, they can't do that. But I see why I stay on somebody. But that is what I'm here for. That's what I'm here to do. To shake up things. I don't give a damn who you are. I'm here to do a job. I'm gonna do it. I don't care who it bothers, but hey, it is what it is. I know one thing. 50 years ago, I'd have been dead. I know that as a fact. Because I've seen a lot of them, man. Damn. It's, but, speaking the truth can be nerve-wracking. It can be, but everybody thought certain things were going to happen to certain people, but it didn't happen. But certain presidents, oh, he ain't going to last. But he did. Kudos. Just like this upcoming, who's the best? I mean, you got a prosecutor and a criminal. It, America is sitting to really truly show you who she really is. You got a prosecutor, then you got a criminal. Whoever get elected, America is gonna show you who she really is. We already know what America is, but I mean, when you being showed and showed over and over again, just think of that. Your choices is a prosecutor or a criminal. Those are your two choices: a prosecutor or a criminal. So it is what it is. It is what it is. But the universe have already spoken. You can keep a blind eye all you want, but the universe have already spoken. Showed you. Showing you. But anyway, I love God. I love me. And I have to love my life. But anyway, stay blessed and let God take care of the rest.